Have you ever heard or said one of these sentences? Oh, I can't wear that mini skirt anymore. I'm 40 now, so it's not classy. Are you sure you want to wear that mini skirt? Oh, it's a little bit short on you. You know, you're 40. Or sometimes it's also the situation where your beautiful collection of clothes fits differently because something has changed in your body. If this resonates with you, then this video is definitely for you. You see, when we approach or reach our 40s, there are some common misconceptions of how clothes should fit for this age and which clothes to wear for this age. And that in turn leads to the impulse to buy a new wardrobe full of clothes that actually hide our bodies and our personality, which generates this never-ending cycle of frustration because then you wear these clothes and you look at yourself in the mirror and the image you see causes you self-image problems. Today I want to share with you what I learned while entering my 40s and how I dress and learn how to dress for my new body and my new self and embrace it instead of hiding it under a ton of oversized neutral clothes, and what actually helped me find myself again and looking more polished, looking chicer and looking slimmer and possibly even younger than my age. Today's video is in partnership with Linjer, my favorite jewelry brand with which I've been working for over a year now, and I find it to be the best partner for this kind of video because this brand focuses on high quality and affordable prices, jewelry made of recycled precious materials like gold, gold vermeil and silver, and gemstones and diamonds, with a minimalistic and timeless, truly timeless, more than your clothes design. They kindly gifted to me this amazing bracelet. I will talk about it more in the video and you'll understand more why jewelry and accessories are so important for this topic and why Linjer is definitely the right partner to talk about it. But anyway, let's start with some valuable tips that I want to share for you not to make the same mistakes I made and to have overall a better understanding and a better approach to your 40s. First tip on how to dress in your 40s is definitely don't hide yourself. Learn how to dress for your new body. Maybe your body type has changed because the weight composition and the way we store fat as we age changes. So for example, for me there was such a big pressure from my family to stop wearing mini skirts or shorts. I only wear midi skirts, which are totally the opposite of what fits my body, and it was just making me so sad to see myself with those clothes. And the basis of it all is that you have so many resources about body types and what suits body types, and I'm not even talking about essences or complicated things like those. I'm talking about tangible, factual things like body types that are geometrical and it can be calculated, right? So really just read a lot, watch some videos, and inform yourself and look at yourself in the mirror. How does your new body look like? And my body type has always been hourglass, but of course my body disposition is now different. So for example, no matter how many planks I do in my week, I store more fat. And here I store more fat in my belly area and it's just so stubborn. If I listen to the pressure of my family for me not to wear short things just because they know my age, I'll probably be sad and wearing things that actually don't highlight the best parts of my body but actually hide my proportions. So wearing a midi skirt for me completely hides my proportion but leaves out my calves, and my ankles are actually very thick, so it's not the best part that I want to have on display. Like, I really want to draw attention away from that. Instead I want to just wear something short because I still have the legs to wear something short, be comfortable, be stylish, dress for my body type, because these mini skirts and shorts, they actually show my proportions, like the best parts of my proportions. That's just an example. Another tip that I want to give you, tip number 2 then, would be to pay attention to the rise of your pants and your jeans. So for example, to have more weight on and we lose collagen, so everything tends to go down. And if you're like me, if you have a lot going on in the chest area, that's going to lower even more the weight of your bust. Even if you're not as busty as me, this will go down. It's inevitable, you know, it happens to everybody. And what happens is that if you're not careful in choosing your rise and you choose very high-waisted, like really high-waisted pants or skirts or jeans, then that's gonna make your torso appear very small and kind of your bust attached to your waistline and even lower. So by choosing something that hits your belly button but doesn't go upper than your belly button, you're making your torso appear a little bit longer, and then in turns that slims you down and that elevates you and gives you an overall better looking posture. And that's so important in any stage of your life, but especially at this age, because we progressively tend to bend a little bit more. So really get yourself informed, look at yourself, analyze yourself, but don't criticize yourself. Practice mindfulness. That's actually probably the valuable tip number 3 is to practice mindfulness and exercise. You want to treat your body really well and prepare it for what's gonna come. And so you want to exercise more. Yes, you will have to exercise more even though you have less strength and you have a lot of fatigue. Tip number 3 is using color to your advantage to make your personality stand out. Using the psychology of color to your favor. And I want you to do something a little bit different and look for that color inspiration in things that are not fashion related. So for example, I went to a coffee shop and my husband and I got 2 macarons. And the colors of these 2 macarons, they were so good together that it inspired me to wear this outfit combination, for example. I mean, nature speaks to us about beautiful color combinations all the time. And the reason why I tell you to do this exercise instead of getting your color inspiration from fashion websites, brands, from fashion influencers, is that this works on your creativity and it tells you more about your personality and who you want to be at this stage of life and what inspires you, instead of making you compare to images of people that are so much younger than you and making you buy a ton of things that ultimately won't suit you the same way just because those people are so different than you. You want to feel confident and you want to carry your worth inside and not just outside. And if you have to get your inspiration from other people, from influencers or YouTubers like me, then make sure that they're mindful people and they're not triggering for you and they correspond to you a little bit, you know? Be well with your own body, with your own style. Tip number 4 on how to dress in your 40s is to use the sandwich method and outfit formulas. I have a whole video about outfit formulas. It's very interesting. I will link it here. And it's for moms and busy people, busy women. So it has 3 archetypes of women in their late 30s and 40s and a little bit of a breakdown on the outfit formulas that they always used to look so chic and Frenchy. And I know you will find it useful and redo these outfit formulas with whatever style that best suits your body. This will make your life so much easier in any occasion. And so for the sandwich method, you know how a sandwich has a top layer and a bottom layer and then a middle layer, which is the filling, right? So basically the sandwich method allows you to use one color on the top and the same color on the bottom, and then in the middle layer, that could be your belt, your accessories, your bag, another color that probably you want to repeat for the shoes, although you can technically wear 3 colors. But that's the easiest way that you can wear color in an uncomplicated way, especially if you don't know how to mesh colors and you haven't experimented enough yet. That's a safe and bulletproof way of wearing color. And last but not least, accessorize with high quality accessories. It doesn't mean that they have to be expensive, but they have to be high quality. And I cannot stress you enough, because your accessories are literally the difference between wearing your clothes and styling them. So focus on handbags, but also jewelry. And that's why I say that Linjer is a perfect partner for this video, because jewelry is literally one of the very few things that are timeless. Think about it, we still wear vintage jewelry and still find vintage jewelry so pretty, even with all of our modern clothes. And Linjer does this so well. They do pay attention to trends, but their designs are so well thought of and so minimalistic that they embrace trends in a very timeless way. So for example, I have this new bangle here. I believe it's called Alia, golden bangle. And bangles and cuffs are really one of the biggest jewelry trends and accessories trends of fall 2025. But when was a gold bangle ever out of style? Never, really. This is the kind of accessories that you really want to wear when you're over 40, because you want people to think, I want to grow up to be that stylish. Not, she's trying too hard to look my age. You know what I mean? I think Linjer has amazing value and price range. This isn't solid gold, but it is gold vermeil. So it's a next best thing. It's really heavy. It's 31 grams. You know how much material goes in 31 grams of jewelry? A lot. And it's like 31 grams of silver and gold plating, gold vermeil. So it's a lot. But also the opening mechanism, it is so well made that of course the price justifies itself. And everything else I have from Linjer, like these earrings or these rings, for example, are even such a small price in comparison to something like this, because of course it's not the same weight, but they're so beautiful. You see, it's trendy, but yet it's timeless. It's perfect. It's an accent of color. It brings joy to your outfit composition. It's not complicated. You wear it and style it with pretty much everything in summer, in fall, in winter, and in spring. Always. And of course, I have a discount code for you. You can find the link and the discount code in my description box, along with a selection of my favorite pieces from Linjer in there. So you have access to different offers depending on the time you find this video and you click on the link, of course. Editing Lydia here. I almost forgot about this tip, but find the textiles that work the best with your body shape. So for me, for example, I know that 100% cotton wouldn't necessarily be my number one choice for my clothes, because it bulks up. Cotton bulks up. So I always wear 96% cotton and then a little bit of elastane. Yes, it will last a little bit less than 100% cotton, but in the meantime, I can keep it for years and be happy for years, which is better than being unhappy forever with a cotton shirt. And for example, a certain kind of viscose are a no-go for me, and other types of viscose are very nice and drape almost as silk on me. But then again, polyester mini skirts are also very good. So you need to find what drapes best for your body type. And the best advice I can give you is go to stores and try different textiles there and see how they drape on you. You don't have to buy anything that you try on. This is just an exercise for you to see what drapes well with the curves of your body. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're still uncertain of how to dress, you can have more inspiration by watching this playlist next. And when it's available, I will also put a video here all about how to pick outfits that always get you compliments in 5 minutes. Bye-bye!